On my unfiltered insight tonight, I want us to take a journey down memory lane and see the effects of bad leadership, self-centered leadership. We'll go to a country that Kenya has sent a peacekeeping mission, supposedly under the UN and other countries that support the mission. That country is Haiti. At some point, they had a president known as Papa Doc Duvalier. This man was an idealist, to the point that even when he ran for president, the people believed he would bring change to the country. And it all started with a grand scheme of deception from Papa Duvalier himself. At some point, the citizens of the country were suffering from a disease known as eels. Papa Doc Duvalier, being a psychiatrist, understood some parts of medicine. He used penicillin to treat them, and they believed that he was curing them through miracles and supernatural powers. At that point, Papa Doc Duvalier understood that the people of Haiti could be manipulated as long as you could tap into their emotions and their beliefs. Isn't even that what our politicians do to us in this country during campaign periods? They tap into our emotions and they tap into our feelings and wants and desires for the change we crave in the country. Back to Papa Doc Duvalier. When the man ran for president, he seemed organized. He made the people buy the notion that he loved the country, and they elected him in droves. The same thing we do here. Woe unto them, they did not know what awaited them under the rule of Papa Doc Duvalier. In short, he killed thousands. He maimed thousands. He killed children and families of opponents, of all those people who tried to raise an alarm that there needed change in the country and the country was not headed in the right direction. He committed murders on a very huge scale that you cannot even count the number of people he ended up killing. You cannot put a number to it. 14 years as a dictator, he impoverished Haiti, which, by the way, was a food basket for Europe. France itself was importing food from Haiti. But through the bad leadership and dictatorship of Papa Doc Duvalier, who had manipulated the people and at some point used the national religion voodoo to manipulate them, he understood that institutions like the army would not take it for long. He created a personal security team known as the Tonton Makuts that he used to torture and maim thousands. Far be it for me to give you examples that you may not be familiar with. Let's go down memory lane again. And bear with me. Adolf Hitler, the man who caused World War II. Germany was not just any country. Germany was a country of learned and civilized people. They were advanced. These were a people who had a lot of knowledge, who had gone to school properly. But Hitler, through playing on the emotions of the people of Germany, he ensured that they helped him in becoming complicit in the industrial scale murder of a people, Jews, Slavs, just to mention a few. That may be a long time ago story. Let me bring you a little closer back home. Mobutu Sese Seko, the president of then Zaire, who enriched himself to monumental proportions. proportions, who amassed wealth that even the rich of the rich in certain countries could only dream of having, but they can never get there. He had palaces. He had beautiful homes. He destroyed Congo as we know it. Congo today does not have the best infrastructure, does not have the best service delivery. Congo today is marred by war from rebels like the M23 rebels, who have, by the way, captured key towns. You ask me, why not Congo and other countries are suffering the same? You see, when it comes to a country like Congo, we have a totally different story. Congo is one of the countries in the world that has majority of any precious mineral you can think of. You guessed it right. Even diamonds are in Congo. Congo sells hardwood. Congo sells minerals. Minerals that you can never imagine the monumental proportion of their deposits in that country. Copper is sourced in Congo in large numbers. But who benefits in the long run? People like Mobutu Sese Seko ensured they themselves, their cronies, their friends, their families benefited. Even though in the end the charade ended, the people had suffered. Today the people of Congo are fleeing a country that is enriched beyond imaginations, with trillions of minerals worth, but they cannot benefit from it. They suffer from poverty. Banks from other countries are the largest banks in Congo, not their own homegrown institutions. Because of corruption, because of bad leadership. I'll take you to a country that we source goods from, China. That country had once had a leader called Mao Zedong. This person was a sick, maniacal dictator who at some point, thinking he would rule forever, manipulated the minds of young people to kill their elderly and produce the little red book with a name to control their minds. In the end, because bad leadership doesn't work, dictatorship doesn't work, the very people he jailed and tortured for differing with him politically are the fathers of modern day China, are the people who built China to what it is today, an economical powerhouse worldwide, and second economically only to the United States. All these examples I've given you are to show you, demonstrate to you how bad leadership can affect a country, how self-centered leadership, like which we have suffered from in this country for years, can affect you and I as a citizen. So that by the time you're going to the ballot to make a choice, 2027 is not so far away anyway, you will make a better choice. Go to counties like Turkana. One governor spent 10 years there, and despite Turkana having received an allocation of over 84 billion Kenya shillings over the course of the 10 years of that particular governor, no tangible development could be seen. You go to places like Northeastern. Some parts of Northeastern have not seen any development in the last 10 years. Yet we have devolution. Yet we have a lot of funds going there through the CDF. But the main problem is that we have self-centered leaders. We have people, when they get to power, they want to enrich themselves. If Hitler could deceive a civilized nation like Germany, if Papa Doc Duvalier could manipulate the national religion of a country like Haiti and drive people to absolute poverty, overturn the constitution and declare himself president for life, if such can happen to such countries, then if you are not careful of the leaders we elect, it will happen to us too. You will get to a point that you cannot ask your member of parliament any question because they are the final say. There is a lot we could discuss on this. There are a lot of examples to give that demonstrate how much we've suffered like as a people. But for tonight, that is my unfiltered insight.